Peace FM 104.3. Good to meet you.
I think you'd also be remembered for, Mr. President, as your contribution to the law in this country. Bano emre ni munsemwa debia manfobo din edeka ho omo mwesuan lo beka se o cases awaye nipa bebe di sua de ne oban Ghana School of Law nkomo yi agency 499 of them amase say ase
there's serious discussion going on in the
yes, who could be a saw there were UPSC say expansion project to be. Unfortunately, Yasuma reporters alcohol. Okati saw the Obianko Yahoshibium.
Oh, seriously.
Yeah, Obianko Yahoshibium.
Okay.
Inti Yase saw the Okati UPSC, Ubianim say, one obey into Yabayano. They've done nothing.
We'll see.
And ama sa problem, but 499 of them, Mr. President, they want to be like you, like others.
I myself, I think that the idea of more and more lawyers in the system is good for the health of the nation. We have want a country that is governed by the rule of law.
Yeah.
It means we need to have lawyers in virtually all aspects of our national life, guiding the development of the country so that the rule of law really makes sense. It's there are, as always in these matters, many complex issues that have to be determined, and the conversation is ongoing, and I'm hoping that soon rather than later a solution is going to be found.
Everybody seems to think that you should be able to give the solution, primarily because of the fact that you are a lawyer, one of Ghana's most celebrated lawyers. Now you're president, and wow, profession, and as Asimi Kum, and year on year.
I think it's a reasonable expectation. I'll not run away from it. I think it's a reasonable expectation to see that this is a good moment for these matters to be resolved. And all I can say is that, God willing, by the time I come back here the next year, substantial progress will have been made in trying to deal with this.
So what happens to 499 right now?
Well, for the time being, there's no space in the law school for them. This is the problem. So there are others. There are several others before them who unfortunately fell into the same pit. It may be that this group have been decided to be more vocal than their predecessors.
Mr. President, you're being very honest, which isn't what we hear from the Ghana School of Law people. What can say, Mrs. here? There's no space. Inti adenti no mujini pano broso sairi. Yeah, but
the point is that what is it? How are you going to have a pre-selection as to who's entitled to take the exam? You can't do that. You could only operate on some sort of situation whereby the first X or something from the numbers. I mean, are the ones who are admitted. It's difficult. What the lawyers and the law profession can appreciate is the popularity of the profession.
Yes.
Yes, and that is healthy for the growth of a law-based state, that people are interested in becoming lawyers. And now, where the matter has evolved, there's a need for us to find a solution to the numbers who are applying and their capacity to go to law school. And on these matters, there are examples elsewhere which we need to take into account. Our situation, we began with certain institutional arrangements that we had copied largely from the British, because it is after all their system of law that substantially we have adopted and incorporated into our Ghanaian legal system. But there are other examples of how the training of lawyers should take place, and I think that it's now being looked at in great detail, and hopefully a solution is going to be found. It's unfortunate. I cannot pretend that this is a happy coincidence for me at all. On the contrary, I'm very disturbed by it, and I'm hoping that soon, with the cooperation of the the various stakeholders, the General Legal Counsel, the Chief Justice himself, Attorney General, myself. We will find a solution to this situation.
Peace FM 104.3. Good to meet you.